Live from Woodman Field on the campus of Greenwood Community High School. This is Greenwood High School football. Tonight, the Greenwood Woodmen play Bloomington North. Good evening. I'm Christian Jones. Welcome to the Woodman Broadcasting Network's pregame show. Last year, your Woodmen won the regional and lost to East Central in the semi-state. Bloomington North finished their seasons 3-7. We will talk more about Bloomington North later in the pregame show, but up next, Olivia Franklin has our pregame conversation with Woodman head coach Mike Campbell. This is Woodman football, and it could be presented by you on the Woodman Broadcasting Network's live stream. Live from Woodman Field on the campus of Greenwood Community High School, this is Greenwood High School football. Tonight, the Greenwood Woodmen play Bloomington North. Good evening, I'm Christian Jones. Welcome to the Woodman Broadcasting Network's pregame show. Last year, your Greenwood Woodmen won the regional and lost to East Central in the semi-state. Bloomington North finished their season with 3-7. We will talk more about Bloomington North later in the pregame show, but up next, Olivia Franklin has our pregame conversation with the Woodman head coach Mike Campbell. This is Woodman football, and it could be presented by you on the Woodman Broadcasting Network live stream. Live from Woodman Field on the campus of Greenwood Community High School, this is Greenwood High School football. Now our pregame conversation with the Woodman head coach Mike Campbell here is Olivia Franklin.
Hello, I am Olivia Franklin, and I'm here with Coach Mike Campbell to discuss the game against the Bloomington North Cougars. Coach Campbell, how do you feel going against a new opponent?
Well, we're excited. It's a new season, a new group of kids. We've had a great off-season, had a great preseason. We're ready to go. Obviously, a new opponent, as you mentioned, with Bloomington North. So we think, it could be a continued rivalry to go for years to come.
How have you guys prepared with plays and everything this summer?
Well, basically this summer what we do is we try and install our base offense and defense. Once we get that stuff in and we get ready to game plan, we start putting in different variations of things to get ready of what Bloomington North is going to try to do to us defensively and offensively, and find ways that we can be successful tonight.
And then how do you feel about losing 20 seniors this last year? How are you going to have to adjust to that?
Well, obviously, when you lose the kind of depth and talent we did, there's going to be opportunities, is how we're looking at it, for young guys to step in and become varsity football players. Really excited about our young guys and the work they've done. The senior class that graduated was an exceptional group of young men, but I feel very good and really excited to see what this young team's going to do this year.
And last question, how do you feel about the overall season you see in front of you?
Well, time will tell. Obviously, there's going to be growing pains. Anytime you have this many sophomores and juniors, guys who haven't been tested under the lights, there's going to be some growing pains. But that's what makes coaching fun. That's what makes it exciting to do this and to look at the development of our team and where we're going to be hopefully heading into the playoffs.
Thank you.
Okay.
Are you killing it?
That was our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Campbell and Olivia Franklin. Up next on our pregame show, the starting lineups that could be presented by you on the Woodman Broadcasting Network's live stream. This is the WBN's pregame show. On the injury report, I am happy to report that there are no injuries on the Woodman side of the field, and we're going to be starting off this season pretty strong. Thankfully, there's been a really healthy summer and great practices, and the players are ready to play. And now, this evening's starting lineups that could be presented by you. The Woodman lineup. Offensive starters, number 55, Colin Campbell. Number 56, Cole Raker. Number 73, Matthew Peed. Number 67, Noah Dixon. Number 77, Cameron Ford. Number 89, Kaylor Smith. Number 4, Cole Raker. Number 12, Tanner Allen. Number 35, Noah Wilhelm. Number 45, Dylan Wheatley. Number 6, Oliver Rao. Defensive starters. Number 56, Cole Raker. Number 61, Landon Woods. Number 40, Aaron Williams. Number 16, Miller. Number 36, Dylan Cloyd. Number 44, Bryce Taylor. Number 21, Andrew Bassler. Number 5, Isaiah Drew. Number 3, Bryce Hoffman. Number 14, Griesmer. And number 23, Walker. And now for the starters of Bloomington North. Offensive starters. Number 55, Tyler Wimmer. Number 74, Nate Moore. Number 51, Cole Stantz. Number 70, Zach Merritt. Number 72, Doug Reynolds. Number 5, Cade Loffman. 84, Aaron Steinfeld. 8, Xavier Trueblood. Number 9, Nathan Jenkins. Number 25, Bethan Hitnick. Number 3, Reese Lozano. Now for the defensive starters. Number 44, Hunter Rodenbaugh. Number 16, Noah Ponce. Number 51, Cole Stantz. Number 98, Brandon Oliphant. Number 30, Caleb McCoy. Number 22, Garrett Bruce. Number 12, Charlie Bless. Number 2, Matt Friel. Number 8, Xavier Trueblood. Number 1, Sam Vafrensky. And number 27, Michael Baran. Those are tonight's starting lineup that could be presented by you. Tonight's game conditions are about 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Great weather for football out here. It's slight rainy, has a really nice breeze out here today, and we're hoping the Woodmen can turn something out of this rain, hopefully get a few turnovers in. Also, the humidity is at about 95%, meaning that these players are going to be tired really fast from all the energy just being zapped out of them. And those are tonight's game conditions. Sorry, folks, tonight we're experiencing some technical difficulties, and we will soon be back with tonight's game. The Woodmen are running onto the field right now, being led by tons of flags and cheerleaders. They look so excited to be out here tonight, and we're looking for a great game. We're hoping the rain is going to help us on our passing game and help us get some interceptions and some fumbles, definitely. One thing we're looking for is to get really excited in this game and to play harder than the other team. Definitely something Coach Campbell said is we're playing a new enemy here tonight, and we don't know exactly what they're going to do. They run an offense, triple option, kind of like what the Greenwood or the college football team Navy runs, and they're going to be just running that all night, and that's going to be hard to stop because that's a triple option run, like I said, and if they don't need to pass, they don't need to pass, so we're going to have to look out for that tonight. Also tonight for the Columbus North Cougars, there will be a substitution for their quarterback. Their head quarterback is injured right now, and they will be substituting number 3, Reese Lozanzo. Now, the interesting part about Reese is he's a freshman, and actually that's really impressive because Greenwood, they have their separate team for their freshmen. And seeing that tonight is going to be either detrimental to the Woodmen, thinking that it's going to be an easy player to take out, an easy target, or he's going to be a huge asset to them because he is a very good, smart player. So let's see if they can stop his amazing passing game, honestly. From film we've watched, he's had a great record. And they've brought quite a few fans with them for being so far away. Now, the Woodmen are coming out for the coin toss. Something that Coach Campbell said also post-interview is we don't need to win or lose the coin toss. We just need to get out there and do our best, hit them in the mouth. Definitely we need some more effort from the Woodmen. Their scrimmages have been a little lacking in intensity, so let's hope tonight they can pick that up. Right now they're about to do the coin toss, and as you saw in our pregame interview with Coach Campbell, we'll be getting another one of those at halftime, I believe. Also, something new we have this year, if you're here in the fields, if you're watching it again tonight, we also have a new giant TV screen above our scoreboard, and that's going to be a great addition to the field, and it makes it way more beautiful than it already is. We're getting ready for the coin toss right now. They have their 4 senior starters right now for defense. Coin toss. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Woodman_network. Also, you can follow us on YouTube at Woodman Network. They haven't said yet. Greenwood is deferring on the coin toss, and that means we'll be kicking away. They're going to be, looks like they're going to be kicking towards the screen. Woodman looking to be explosive here as the game is just about to start. We're getting ready for kickoff, and something the Woodmen definitely need to do is make sure they stop that first run. Something you cannot do as a football team is let that first run get by you on a kickoff especially. You can't let the other team march all over you, and the Greenwood Woodmen have prepared immensely for a situation just like this. Special teams is something actually practiced every day here at Greenwood, and our coaches are very proud of that. Some other teams, I know Whiteland, for example, has in the past practiced it once or twice a week, but with Greenwood doing once or twice, or doing all week, actually, about 30 minutes every practice. It's something they're very prepared to do. Kicking tonight is number 2, Lex Logan, and he will be kicking towards the scoreboard. Here's the kickoff. Short kick to the right. Run through the middle. Tackled by number 36. Dylan Cloyd. Woodman will be starting on defense. Now Now with that run, he got through the middle pretty well, shed a few tackles, and then was eventually brought down by 3 Woodmen. Dylan Cloyd with the tackle as the main tackler. Woodmen are lining up in their basic 3-4 defense. Ball. It's a pass to the right side, picked up by number 9. Tackled hard by number 3, Bryce Hoffman. There is a gain of 8. It's 2nd and 2 now for the Cougars. Shovel pass to the outside. No game. Tackled by number 23, Walker. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down for the Cougars. What we saw there is they were running that triple option. The quarterback almost kept it, but at the last second he saw a few Woodmen approaching him, and he shovel passed it outside to number 9. There's the ball. Thrown. Caught by number 3 for the Cougars. It's 1st and 10 on the Woodman 44. Cougars lining up on the ball. Ball snapped. Run up the middle by number 25, Ben Hentlick. Big gain for the Cougars. Now Greenwood definitely needs to clog up that middle. The middle linebacker needs to pick up his pace there watching the middle. Definitely needs to make sure as a team that they're doing their responsibility. There was a little bit of confusion on the right side of the ball, or the right side of the line. 3 of the linemen fell over each other. Definitely a wet field and need to be careful tonight. Motion. Ball snap. Run up the middle. Immediately taken down by a storm of Woodmen. Main tackle, number 44 for the Woodmen, Bryce Taylor. Substitution number 18 for number 84, Aaron Steinfeld for the Cougars. Once again, the Cougars are lining up in their triple option. They have the quarterback under, but they're going in spread formation now. Ball snap. Looking for a pass. Target's number 84. Narrowly missed. Great defensive play by Bryce Hoffman there at the back of the end zone. Well, close to the front of the end zone, sorry. What they need to definitely do while they're protecting that ball tonight, definitely on covering the wide receivers, is they need to make sure their hands are clean. Something that the Woodmen had trouble with last year, definitely for cornerbacks, was keeping their hands off the runner and the wide receivers. Cougars lining up again, under center. Here's a snap. Rolling out for a pass. Thrown to number 9 on the left side of the field. Taken down by number 23, Walker. Looks like a gain of about 5 or 6 for the Cougars. It's now 4 and 3. Number 5, Cade Loftman, goes in for number 18, Jack Recker. Looks like the Cougars will be going for it on 4th down and 4. Looks like a timeout for the Woodmen. Something the Woodmen definitely need to do if they're going to be going for the ball is they're going to need to be trying to watch that onside, or trying to watch them getting offside. Sorry, they're definitely going to try to draw that out on the 4th and 4, and they definitely need to make sure that no funny business is going on the defensive side. The Woodmen lining back up. Cougars going into a small huddle after about 45 seconds of a timeout. Shotgun formation. Ball snapped. Looking for a pass. Greenwood rush in. Pass is picked up, but tackled by number 3 and number 5 for the Woodmen. Isaiah Drew and Bryce Hoffman. Sorry. The Woodmen will be starting their possession from about the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Cougars also are lining up in a 4-3 defense, meaning that they're going to have 3 linebackers lined up while they have 4 down linemen. Something the Woodmen need to watch out for is their corners. Fake up the middle, number 6 with a breakaway. All the way to the 50, about a 25-yard gain for the Woodmen. What a commanding run by number 6, Oliver Rao. Now, definitely something the Woodmen need to do is keep this up, and they're keeping up a fast pace as they're already down on the ball again, giving the defense no time to prepare themselves. Motion. Ball. Handoff to the outside. Number 4, breaking up the field. Runs out of bounds. Looks like a gain of about 7 or 8. Little trouble with the yard markers. Run right into him. About 6 or 8 yards, sorry. 2nd and 2 for the Woodmen. Looks like Oliver Rao and the rest of the Woodmen are looking to make a commanding running game. As they know the ball is slippery, the field is slippery. Despite them having towels, it's going to be really hard for them to get a pass in the air. Handoff up the middle. 1st down, Woodmen. Number 35 on the run, Nick Wilhelm. Woodmen will be lining up on the left side of the field on the hash mark, very close to the sideline. Something that the Woodmen need to keep in mind here is they're very close to the sideline, like I said before. But they're running up the middle instead. Another run to Nick Wilhelm. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards. Woodman up to the ball. We have a switch on the defensive side. Ooh, caught him by surprise there. Woodman, quick run up the middle. Again to number 35, Nick Wilhelm, bringing up 3rd down for the Woodmen. Gain of about 2. Now 3rd and 3 for the Woodmen. Great blocking by the offensive line so far. We've seen no breaks whatsoever in their line, and it's been keeping the running backs and fullbacks safe tonight. Another handoff up the middle to number 35, Nick Wilhelm. This time a big break. Another 1st down for the Woodmen. Gain of 9. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Looks like the Woodmen are in a great scoring range right now, and they got to keep up the good offensive drive here as they're continuing to run up the middle. A shovel pass out to number 35, Nick Wilhelm, but for a huge loss, tackled by a big group of Cougars. Loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 for the Woodmen. Woodmen lining up again. Ball snapped. Handoff up the middle again to number 35, Nick Wilhelm. Another tackle. Looks like a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12 yards. Or 3rd and 12, sorry. Ball snapped. Looking for a pass. Finds number 4. But brought down for a gain of about 4. Number 4, Raker on the catch out there. He was tackled very quickly by their cornerbacks. Something Greenwood needs to work on, obviously, from what we've seen so far, is decisiveness in the backfield. There's been a little bit of a slow drive going there by Oliver Rao, but he's been picking it up, and it's definitely looking good for the Woodmen. That first drive was very showy, but as the Woodmen usually do, they like to come out and hit as hard as they can, and they try to continue that every play. Looks like about a 4th and 6th. Ball snapped. Oliver Rao going in motion. Incomplete pass. Looked like it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at about the 12-yard line. Now the defense needs to continue their giant push they have had on the Cougars offense tonight. Something that we definitely saw last drive by the Cougars is they have a very good passing game going, and that triple option they've been running has definitely been of their tool. As we've seen, they've gone through all 3 options in one play and settled back on the first, and the Woodmen definitely need to make sure they have their assignments and they do their jobs to bring down that ball carrier. Also, something they need to watch this far down the field is they definitely need to watch the pass at the big opening. Ball snapped. So run up the middle, but a big tackle by a big line of Woodmen. Brings up 2nd down for the Cougars. Only a gain of 1 for the Cougars. Brings up 2nd and 9. Now it looks like he was stopped fairly fast, and that's a great thing for us Woodmen. Definitely need to stay clogging up that middle, and definitely something the Cougars need to watch, definitely, of course, is the linebackers. Because even if our line fails, you've got the linebackers right behind them, and they're definitely staying disciplined and staying in their assignments tonight. Ball snap, low snap. Looking for a pass. Looks for number 18. Thrown far and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 9. Woodmen with great pass protection. Definitely had they had some insight onto that play. They read it very well, and definitely something the Woodmen have been doing. In even the sidelines, you can hear it all the way over across the field in our booth here, is the pass. Everyone's yelling pass or run or everything. So they've got eyes literally up and down the field calling this out, even if they can't see it. And that's very unlikely because Greenwood definitely focuses on discipline in their practices. Another low snap. Woodmen break through the line. Tackled by number 16, Noah Miller, for a loss of about 6. Brings up 4th down for the Cougars, and it looks like they'll be punting. Greenwood definitely needs to keep up this defensive push they've been giving tonight. The Columbus Cougars have not been able to get much off here, especially if this is going to be a 3-and-out. Punt now. Number 5, Isaiah Drews to receive. Kick is short. Looks like it's going to be spotted at about the 43. Flag on the play. Timeout. Woodman ready to start off their offense at about the 43-yard line. Oliver Rout takes the snap. Run to the outside by number 20. Flag on the play. Pulled down hard by his jersey. That was number 20, Ethan Hessig. Still a flag on the play. Holding by Greenwood. That'll bring back that incredibly run by Ethan Hessig all the way up the sideline. Ten-yard penalty, bringing up 1st and 20 for the Woodmen. Woodman lining up again. Ball snapped. Number 20, Ethan Hessig, tackled very soon by a group of Cougars. Brings up a loss of about 4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 24 for the Woodmen. Sorry, 2nd and 22. Loss of 2 on the play. Woodman under center. It's a pass. Number 6 on the run. Taken out of bounds. Brings up 3rd. Greenwood definitely needs to make up some yards on their last play here. They have been carried far behind the line of scrimmage. Far behind the original 1st and 10-yard line. They're now about 15, 20 yards behind the line, and what they definitely need to do here is they might want to run another pass, because there's no way that with this defense right now that they're going to break through the line. Another pass. Caught and quickly taken down. Another loss. Brings up 4th down for the Woodmen. Flag on the play. Another Greenwood hold. Penalty is declined. Still bring up 4th down. Special teams comes on. Looks like the Woodmen are punting. Woodman lining up for special teams. Number 2, Lex Logan with a big kick. Ball spotted at about the 34-yard line. Cougars with a large run to the right side of the field, running that triple option again. That time they gave it to, it looks like their fullback. Gain of about 1 on the play. Woodman defense lining back up. Shotgun formation. Pass. Quick pass to number 18 on the outside. Breaks down. Gets to about the 50. That will bring up 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Cougars out of the huddle, lining back up. Again in shotgun formation. Perhaps we'll see another pass. Trying to draw the offsides. Didn't work. Only 55 seconds left to go in the quarter. Ball snapped. Given up the side by number 25. Taken down hard by number 36. Number 36, Dylan Cloyd. Bloomington lining up again. Looks like in their trips on the left side of the field. But a handoff again to number 25. Taken down hard by, again, number 36, Dylan Cloyd, and number 40, Aaron Williams. Cougars are going to be starting here soon with another offensive drive and switching sides of the field now. Something that both teams are going to try to harder to get this time is trying to get points on the scoreboard. Right now, both teams are at 0 with the points right now, and the Cougars are coming back out, and definitely something it looks like they're going to be doing more of tonight is passing. They've been running a wide offense. They've had 2 wide receivers lined up on each side of the ball, but they've also been giving it to number 25 to try to confuse the Woodmen with an inside run. But so far it hasn't worked. It's 3rd and about 4 for the Woodmen, or I'm sorry, for the Cougars. Trips on the left side of the field. Under center. Ball is snapped. Number 3 looking to pass. Sacked for a big loss. Looks like the ball was knocked loose. Turnover, Woodman's ball. That'll bring up our 3rd offensive drive as Woodman. Now they're going to be looking at about 47 yards for that touchdown here. Something that the Woodmen, I said, are going to be looking for is they're going to be trying to put up points this quarter. We want this game to definitely not be scoreless. We want big points up there, and we definitely want to shut out their defense because their defense on this last drive definitely drew out a bunch of fouls and got a few big sacks in there. So our offensive line is going to have to be more careful. Run up the middle again to Nick Wilhelm. Taken down by a pile of Cougars again. Woodman lining up with the ball. Ball is snapped. Another run up the middle by Nick Wilhelm. Immediately taken down again by the Cougars. Looks like a loss on the play. Brings up 3rd and 8 for the Woodmen. Again, 3rd and 8 for the Woodmen. They're definitely going to be looking to put some points up, and they're definitely they're going to look switching up that offense a little bit. Offensive line looks a little bit tighter in their stances. Big loss on the play. Ball's dropped. Ball's dropped again. Ball's picked up by number 5, Cade Loftman, brought back for a Cougars touchdown. Just like Coach Campbell said, we're definitely going to need to be careful on those turnovers. It's very slippery out here tonight, and definitely something we could see is that ball was slipping and sliding all over the field. Looks like the Cougars are lining up for a kick. Where's the other paper? Kick is good. Brings up 7-0 Cougars. Cougars are going to be kicking off the ball, and the Greenwood Woodmen are looking to get a good return for this, definitely to make up for that mistake in the last quarter. In the last drive there. Definitely they're going to want to hold on to the ball a little bit more and make sure that offensive line is doing their job. Looks like number 5, Cade Loftman came up from where the linebackers were, so that's definitely it's the lineman's job to pick him up. Cougars now lining up to kick the ball. Looks like number 88 for the Cougars is going to be kicking. Kyle Trilling. Big kick. Ball falls out of bounds. 2 flags on the play. It looks like the foul was on Columbus, false start. And that'll be ball placement of about, they're moving in again. Greenwood's getting huge help. That ball went out at about the 4-yard line. Now it looks like the ball is going to be placed at the 34-yard line. 30 yards given to the Woodmen there. That is very gracious. The Woodmen are definitely going to be capitalizing off that. Also, the Cougars are going to be need to be more careful with their offsides, because definitely someone that I saw was running offsides. The other foul looks to be holding. Pass to number 45. Brought down on the outside. Looks like a gain of 4. Looks like 2nd and 7 for the Woodmen. That run there, he was taken down pretty hard into enemy territory there on their sidelines. Columbus North is definitely staying excited, as we can see from their sideline. Everyone's cheering them on. That's really good to see out of a team. Ball snapped, given number 35 again. Breaking upfield. He might go all the way. Pushed out at about the 15-yard line. Big run for the Woodmen. Looks like a run of about 40 yards. Again, number 35, Nick Wilhelm on the carry. Powered down to the sideline. It's something that the Woodmen definitely are great at, is they go for that sideline very fast. Again, something that they do is they definitely try to be skillful on where they're running. They don't just blindly run. And we've seen that a little bit from Reese Lozanzo, number 3, their quarterback of the Cougars tonight. It does seem to be he's a little confused, but then again, he is a freshman. Number 35, Nick Wilhelm up the middle again. Looks like a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Woodman now at about the 10-yard line, looking to get this drive in. Like I said, 2nd and 4. First down will be about the 5-yard line. So if the Woodmen can get this first down, they have 3 or 4 great tries to get a touchdown here. Timeout. Woodman lining back up again, 2nd and 4 for the Woodmen at about the 10-yard line. Oliver Rouse going to be going under center. Ball snapped. Run up the middle by number 40, Juice. Anthony Williams. First down for the Woodmen. Looks like they're about the 3-yard line. The Woodmen definitely need to get that inside run again. The Woodmen aren't really known to be risking any close drives here on passes or anything like that, and so we're likely to see a run up the middle by the Woodmen again. Given to number 35, Nick Wilhelm, for a touchdown of the Woodmen. Now, something that it looks like Nick Wilhelm had is he had a bit of a reach on that touchdown, so that was some good skilled playing with that for the reach of the ball. Only some skilled players or some players that have been playing for a little while would know that that's legal. Something that we actually did see in a scrimmage is the Woodmen was, they were not as, the freshman team was not as skilled and not as smart as this. Now they're running, it looks like 2 points. Kind of a strange formation here. We've got number 35 and 45, both the running back and fullback, along with the center in the middle of the field, also followed by 5 Woodman line, given to number 4 to the outside, breaking in, 2 points. Very unorthodox lineup by the Woodmen, but it seemed to work as he was untouched coming into the end zone. Score is now 8-7, Woodmen in the lead. Woodmen are going to be kicking off here shortly, and something they definitely need to do once again is, first of all, I think 3, Lex Logan, definitely ball placement on the field. He needs to kick it deeper and farther. Another thing they need to do is make sure they're covering all sides of the field. They had a bunch of guys on the right side clogging up that, and that was really good, but the left side of the field was more sparse. And as he came back to the other side of the field, we saw that, but luckily our players were skilled enough to go back and get that ball. illegal formation for the Woodmen. That 2 points isn't going to be counting. There was a little confusion by the refs on the field, but it looks like they're going with the same lineup here. I think number 4 came into motion a little bit early. I'll have to see if I'm wrong later. Looks like another timeout, Woodmen. Woodmen are going to be trying once again for the 2-point conversion. Now not lined up as strangely as they were before. It looks like it was a legal formation. Refs are being a little stingy. Some confusion on the defensive line, trying to find the strong side of the field. Oliver Rao, shotgun. Ball is taken. Number 4. It is a 2-point conversion. What a reach once again. He hit the left pylon, and something that the Cougars are definitely going to need to do is make sure they stop that reach. We've seen that both times on both 2-point conversions, and we saw that by number 45 for the Woodmen, Dylan Wheatley. Something that they're going to need to do, like I said, they're going to watch that reach, but they need to wrap up in front, because right now they're kind of trying to grab the tails of their feet or the tail of their jersey right now. So they're going to need to get more in front of the Woodmen, as they're definitely trying to scrape every inch they can out of running that ball. Number 2 for the Woodmen, Lex Logan, looking to kick. Ball is kicked. Definitely better ball placement this time. Bounce to number 3 for Bloomington North. I'm sorry, number 9. Ball returned to the 29, but there is a flag on the play. What the Woodmen did, they were very good at the pursuit there. Only a gain of about 15 yards. It appears as though the flag is on Columbus North. A 10-yard penalty brings the Cougars back to the 20-yard line. Now with 80 yards left in the field and also 8 minutes 35 seconds left in this quarter, they're going to need to be picking up some ground here. Again, it is 8-7 Woodmen lead, and the Cougars are looking to make that an even greater gap for them. Under center. Motion. Number 3 takes the ball. Short gain. Looks like about 2 yards. Number 61, Landon Wood on the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars. Number 84, Aaron Steitfeld, replaced by number 18, Jack Recker for the Cougars. The D-line is going to have to keep pushing because of these runs up the middle, and like I said, once again, their triple option is just run up the middle, run up the middle, run up the outside, and it depends on who they're giving it to as they need to watch. Number 3's back in motion, passes it to number 27, taken hard out by Cole Raker on the right side of the field. Knocked out of bounds, brings up no gain, actually. 3 and 7 for the Cougars, or 3rd and 7, sorry. As we could see, number 3 for the Cougars, Reese Lozanzo, he was scrambling in the back, and he was lucky to get that pass off, but the Woodmen definitely did a great job of pushing in that time, and as we could definitely see that they were just charging in there, and they made that play theirs. Big tackle by number 36, Dylan Cloyd for the Woodmen. Big sack. That's going to bring up special teams. That was a loss of about 6 yards. Now, Dylan Cloyd's been commanding tonight as he's gotten quite a number of tackles. But something else that the defense is going to watch out for, not only number 36, definitely the linebackers blitzing in this game. They've been just shown that all throughout this game they've been running up and they've been disrupting some of their inside runs. Fair catch at about the 46-yard line for the Woodmen. Sorry, 44-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Woodmen. There's a flag on the play, the Woodmen. Refs are still deciding what player was on. On the Woodmen again, the ball is going to be brought back. Illegal block in the back by the Woodmen. They're going to have to watch out for that because now there is a big difference from where they were. It is now 1st and looks like about 27 for the Woodmen. They're going to have to pick up a lot of ground. That was a great run, but they're definitely going to have to watch those illegal blocks in the back. That can kill an offense, is you can have a great breakaway run, and something you definitely see in high school games is just silly mistakes on big plays. People get overexcited and forget their jobs. Oliver out the snap. Looking to pass to number 4. Taken down by a herd of Cougars. Ball is dropped. Picked back up by the Woodmen, though. Another loss on the play of about 2. Brings up about 2nd and 29 from what I can see. Definitely the Woodmen are going to need to be picking up some ground here and definitely holding more of a strong offensive line right now. They're getting a little bit, they're getting broken up there in the backfield. People charging up, and definitely something they're going to need to try here is passing because that run game up the middle is being stopped very well right now by the Cougars. Ball snapped. Rao looking for a pass. Deep pass to number 3, Bryce Hoffman. Narrowly missed. Great dive, though. Some great sportsmanship on the Columbus Cougars side. Looks like number 1, Sam Rekinski. Something we've seen from Columbus North all night is they're very excited to play, very excited to be here. Definitely working very well as a team and cheering each other on. But that was one of the first great showings tonight of sportsmanship, helping number 3, Bryce Hoffman, up off the field after that missed catch. Hoping to see more plays like that on the field tonight. Another tackle for a loss brings up 4th and 34 it looks. Woodmen bring out their special teams. Looks like number 2, Lex Logan, to be punting. The Woodmen this quarter have definitely had some big losses on the field. Now, they had one very commanding offensive drive where they just marched up the field, definitely took their time as well. Something else Coach Campbell said, they need to be taking their time on plays so they can have the ball as much as possible and make sure they have, if they have a lead, they stay up, and if they're down, they make sure they're going to run a little bit faster and get that clock going, definitely, though. Punt. Number 9 slips down at about the 34-yard line. Columbus looks to be picking up another offensive drive. Loss on the play. Bryce Hoffman, very narrow interception and very narrow catch right there. That's some great defensive playing right there. Also some great. Definitely going to be having to be careful on that run, and they're definitely going to be looking to stop the passes if they happen. What they're going to be needing to do right now is they're going to have to get their defense into that line or into the backfield right now. They're lining up very close together on the offensive side of the ball, trying to draw some fouls as we're nearing the end zone. Greenwood's not being moved. 8 seconds on the clock. But Columbus gets a playoff. Shovel pass to number 19. Taken down. Gain of about 1 on the play for the Cougars. That brings up 2nd and about 6 or 7. Cougars substitution number 18, Jack Recker, for number 5, Cade Loffman. Now, what the Woodmen need to be doing right now is they're going to need to watch number 9 and number 25 for the Cougars. Right now, they have been going the big inside and outside run game, and they've had some explosive plays off those two. But now it's a pass off of his hands, deflected pass, incomplete. This brings up about 3rd and 6 for the for the Cougars in here in the red zone. Number 5, Cade Loffman, coming back into the play. Looks like the Cougars are getting ready for their 3rd drive, and the Greenwood Woodmen need to stay vigilant here, diligent here on their defense right now and keep up that good defense. Motion, run right up the middle again. Handoff to number 25 up the middle. Taken down I apologize. Number 3, Reese Lozanzo, taken down for a loss. That brings up about 4th and 7 for the Cougars. Fourth and goal for the Cougars, and it would be in their best interest to kick right now. The Greenwood Woodmen have been very, very great at keeping that red zone protected, keeping that end zone protected especially, and they will be kicking. Kicking will be number 88, Kyle Trilling. And it's good. That brings up a score of 10-8. Cougars in the lead. Now with 1:30 left in the second quarter, this close to halftime, the Woodmen are definitely going to be needing to pick up some ground. But something that the Woodmen have going for them right now, they're getting the ball back in the second half as soon as we come back. So they're going to have to keep up this offensive drive, keep the ball for as long as they can, try to score with the time they have. But another thing they're going to definitely have to focus on is getting the second half started right. This has been a very close game so far. Only 2 touchdowns so far, 1 for each team. Greenwood Woodmen have had a very shaky summer with kicking right now, with substitutions and backups and all that. We've had Curtis Loffmiller move back to Virginia, and he was going to be the main kicker this year, so it was kind of a last-second notice that Lex Logan was going to be kicking. But definitely the Woodmen are going to have to look out. When they, or if they get that touchdown, for bigger kicks, because they've been short. And going for 2 points is going to be something that the Woodmen are focusing on heavily, and that's to our advantage right now, getting us 1 point ahead, because it looks like Columbus isn't taking any risks. Here's the kick. High kick. Number 5 for the Woodmen to receive. He picks up about 15 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the Woodman 24-yard line. 23-yard line, excuse me. Now the clock is stopped. It's 1:21 left. And like I said, the Woodmen are going to need to pick up a few yards here. Definitely try to get that touchdown going. Never want to be down in the first half. That's not good for players' morale. But something that I think both teams are looking to be good at is keeping their spirits high and playing some football. And we'll snap. Given to number 35, Noah Wilhelm. Taken down. Brings up 2nd and about 6 for the Woodmen. 2nd and 7, sorry. Still running clock here for the Woodmen, so they're going to need to be fast and stop taking time as much. Unless that's the coach's strategy, which then is a little unorthodox, but still the Woodmen are going to be coming back out onto the field now, jogging into their positions. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Ball snapped. Given again to number 35, Nick Wilhelm up the middle. Breaks some tackles. Another gain on the ball. Clock still running, 25 seconds. Brings up 3rd and about 3 for the Woodmen. Woodmen are going to want to be quick here. They only got 15 seconds to get a play off. Looks like timeout Woodmen. Woodman lining back up, 13 seconds to go in the half. Oliver round shotgun. Again, handoff up the middle to number 35. Big break to the outside. Easily pulls up a 1st down. Clock still running. Looks like he didn't get out of bounds. And it looks like that's going to be the half.
right now. Hello, I'm Olivia Franklin, and I'm coming to you live from the Woodman Stadium with Mr. Todd Garrison. So, Mr. Garrison, how do you think the Woodmen are doing against their new opponent today?
Well, I think they're playing very hard. I think both teams are playing hard. So obviously, with the score 8-10, it's a pretty evenly matched game. So it'll come down to the second half.
How do you think the Woodmen have improved from this last season?
Well, we had a pretty good season last year, making it all the way to the semi-state game with the team that beat us going on and winning state. So very proud of last year's season. But this year we got a lot of new players. Right now they're playing very hard, playing well. So obviously the body of work for the whole season will determine that.
And last question, how do you think the Woodmen need to do that way they can pull ahead in the second half?
Yeah, well, you know what? Like I said, they've been playing hard, but yet, like I said, we're down. They had one turnover, and that's the reason why the other team got their score is big off a turnover. So they got to take care of the ball. They're moving the ball well down the field, so if they can continue to move the ball down the field and continue to play defense like they're doing, I think we'll get this one.
Thank you. That was me live from the Woodman field. Back to you in the studio.
I apologize for the lack of video and audio on the field so far. We've been experiencing some technical difficulties out here tonight. Our Wi-Fi has been failing. But this is live from Woodman Field on the campus of Greenwood Community High School. This is Woodman Broadcasting Network's halftime show that could be presented by you. Let's begin with the first half scoring summary that also could be presented by you. Now, in the first half, the Greenwood Woodmen scored 8 points, 2 of those on conversion. Also, something that the Woodmen need to keep in mind is the special lineup they've been trying to do on 2-point conversions because of lack of PAT skill in their kicker. Is definitely that formation they were lining up in. That was dubbed illegal by the refs, and now they're going to have to switch it up mid-game. The Cougars also scored 10 points in the first half. They got a kick there on their last drive, and the Woodmen just ran out the clock to the half. Something to keep in mind is the Woodmen will be getting the ball back in the second half, as I said earlier. But this has been the halftime. Scoring summary. This is the Woodman Broadcasting Network halftime show that could be presented by you on the Woodman Broadcasting Network's live stream. We're back live on the field. Halftime is almost over. Now we have only 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Greenwood, again, 8 points. Cougars, 10. Greenwood's going to be looking to get the ball here at the start of the second half. And definitely what they're going to need to work on offense is getting that offensive line to start blocking better and picking up on those linebackers coming in on the outside, definitely. They've been having a rough time getting plays off, and they've been far behind the ball. Something they need to watch out for on defense is they're going to need to watch for number 3, Reese Lozano. He's been doing an amazing job this game, and just something to keep in mind is this kid is a freshman. Like I said at the beginning of the game, that is unheard of, but we've seen absolutely no weakness, minus the first 3 or 4 plays where he was just a little bit shaky and unsure of himself. But the rest of this game, he's shown to pick it up, and you can't tell the difference between him and a more experienced player now. Greenwood's definitely going to be need to stop that coming into the second half. Another thing they're going to have to look out for is that run by number 25 on the inside. He's been tearing up the inside of that line right now. He's just a big guy. He's going to be running through, breaking through tackles and everything. They're going to need to have team tackles, and they're going to need to be working together to bring him down. Another thing the Woodmen are going to have to watch is number 9, because his pass, when he gets a ball to the outside, he's already on the sideline. He is just gunning straight forward as fast as he can, and he's a big, tall guy. He has long legs as well. He's just going to get on that straight away, and he's going to break off any tackles. We've seen that once before in the game, where he just got about 50 yards on a run. We were very lucky that Dylan Cloyd, number 36 for the Woodmen, picked that tackle up. But something we're going to need to watch for is definitely those those breakaways. And we're going to need to be a little bit faster and more intense on offense, especially. Like I said, we're not getting many plays off. Something else the Woodmen are going to need to do tonight is keep their head focused on the rest of the game instead of what's behind them. I mean, it's second half, 10-8. There's not that big a difference in score right now. They're going to have to be watching their PATs. We're not going to be seeing many of those. Like I explained, kicker Lex Logan is not having the greatest of times with the kicks. Like I said, once again, the field is very slippery, making the ball slippery when it's kicked off of the ground. What they're going to be looking to do is 2-point conversions. But the strategy the Woodmen had was that funky lineup where they had about 5 linemen lined up to the left side of the field and 1 back behind them, the center, 2 backs, quarterback, and a receiver on the right side. They can't do that anymore. That was illegal formation said by the refs, or maybe there was some illegal motion. But the Woodmen are definitely going to have to find a way mid-game to come up with a new strategy on getting 2 points, or the PAT after the touchdown, I'm sorry. We're looking for the kickoff right now, looking to receive, are the Woodmen. Looking for a big play to start off this second half. Something Coach said is just got to be explosive, and definitely, once again, watch those turnovers. The turnover cost us a touchdown the last time. Big loss on the ball. It just kept slipping and sliding. We got once again, we got to just make sure we're holding on to the ball, making sure that we know where the ball is. Sorry, folks, we were experiencing some major technical difficulties here tonight. Once again, our cameras have gone out. But while we were gone, the Cougars managed to knock the ball out of the hands of number 35, Nick Wilhelm, and they were able to pick that ball up out of the air and run it all the way back for a touchdown, bringing the score now to 17-8. Woodmen down. Brings up 4th down for the Woodmen. Now it looks like 1st and 10 for the Woodmen, sorry. A little bit of uncoordination on the chain game here tonight again. Woodmen lining back up in a shotgun formation. Motion. Breaks out of a tackle for a gain of it looks like about 2. Woodmen need to watch their blocking on the right side of the ball. It's been easily the weaker side of the ball here tonight, and we're going to look for the Woodmen picking up their blocking definitely, as the coaches will always say to their players, hold on to that ball, and definitely they're going to be watching that on offense this time and holding it even tighter. Even one slip up will change the dynamic of a player for the rest of the game. A huge storm of players picks up the run. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Woodmen. Sorry, 3 and 4. More confusion on the Cougars' defensive line. Breaks tackles. Confusion on the call. Sorry, injury on the field. Now the Woodmen are going to be going once again 1st and 10 on the left hash. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. Picks up a couple of yards. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Woodmen. Looks like a gain of 4 by quarterback Oliver Rao. Woodmen lining up. Here's the ball. Quarterback sack, a little bit of hesitation there by quarterback Oliver Rao. Flag thrown. Let's see what that flag is for. Flag is on Columbus North. Unsportsmanlike conduct. First time of tonight that anything's been evident of unsportsmanlike conduct. If anything, the opposite has been true this entire game. Both sides of the ball have been very encouraging, helping each other up, and that's really good to see in a high school game because, as we know, emotions run very high in a football game, and there's little to be said about mercy. But good thing we're seeing in this game, a lot of sportsmanship, like I've said, and another thing we're going to be seeing a lot more of is his coverage on the wide receivers. Big hit brought down for a loss of about 2 yards, bringing up 2nd and 12 for the Woodmen. Woodman lining up again. Looks like they're lining up for another pass. Under pressure once again. Drops the ball. Greenwood stays in possession. Very lucky right there. Something that they're going to need to do, and like I said, I'm going to just keep saying it until they fix it. The Woodmen need to be careful for the linebackers running on the inside. That play was broken up by linebackers running up on the inside, and that's definitely something that the linemen need to help pick up on, tighten their stances a little, make sure they're more conscious about what's happening around them. Same formation here by the Woodmen. Another pass. Linebacker coming straight through once again. Pass to the outside. Brings up 4th down for the Woodmen. Not much of a gain there. Actually looks like a loss on the play. Brings up 4th and 16 for the Woodmen. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this second half. Greenwood has luckily stayed in possession for about the entire time. That is a great thing. Coaches said that's definitely going to be something they're focusing on, is running out the clock with their possession of the ball. And they've been succeeding in that regard here tonight, with Columbus having quick possessions, if no possessions, as touchdowns of both of which have been brought about by turnovers. Flags on the play. Legal procedure, offense, going to be a 5-yard loss. Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 21 for the Woodmen. Woodmen lining up again. It looks like they're going to be going for a 4th down. Definitely better blocking and protection on the quarterback, who tries to break away but is sacked very fast. Number 98, Brandon Oliphant on the tackle. Definitely something to be said about Columbus North is they are very prideful in their actions, and the coaches are very, very thankful for their players, as it seems here tonight, running on and off the field with them. Definitely looks like they're trying to get their players to have a great time and to celebrate their success as much as possible. Motion on the play. Triple option with a run up the middle. Big tackle. Big gain by the Columbus Cougars. Looks like about 25 yards, 25 yards on the play. Gain of 17, I'm sorry. Runs to about the 50. Chain game being still a little slow tonight. Defense on the tackle, number 44, Bryce Taylor. Same run up the middle. This time stopped fast by the Woodmen. Brings up, looks like 2nd and 6. Sorry, 2nd and 7th for the Columbus Cougars. Cougars taking longer in their huddle. Looks like they're going to be changing up their offensive strategy. Timeout on the field. Something to look out for tonight is it's a beautiful night out here for the Greenwood Woodmen. Definitely looking at some beautiful skies, very open, but very cloudy for the players. Very good. The heat has gone down quite a tremendous amount. Columbus with the ball. Motion. Hands it up the middle. Looks like a small gain on the play. Gain of 2, 3rd and 5. There was the 2-minute warning back there, so we have about 1:40 left in this quarter. Definitely been a very good quarter. The Woodmen of being able to run out the clock like Coach Campbell was talking about what they're trying to do, and like I said, they're succeeding at that very greatly. They're just going to try to keep running out the clock in their possession. Columbus is still running that triple option, and that's being very hard to stop right now for the Woodmen, as they've become very good at executing it against the Woodmen's defense. Pass completed by number 9, about 40 yards down the field. Wonderful coverage by the Woodmen, but not good enough to stop number 9, Nathan Jenkins. Looks like about 1st and 3 for the Columbus Cougars, looking to drive up their score even more. Columbus Cougars able to get into the end zone. Little skirmish after the play there, but Columbus has managed to get up the middle and gun it for another touchdown. Now bringing us up to 23-8, Woodmen loss, or Woodmen down, I apologize. The PAT is up and good. Brings the Cougars lead 24-8. Still enough time for the Woodmen to get back in this game. We've seen last season in the Woodmen's football especially, that fourth quarter is definitely a quarter that you want to watch out for when you're playing against the Woodmen. They're only down about 16 points, so from what the offense they're playing and the strategy they're trying to go for, that's just 2 touchdowns away for them. That's very easy to pick up enough ground like that against Columbus North. But something they're going to have to keep watch for on their defenses, especially that pass game right now. Greenwood hasn't been able to get many passes off this game, and all of their breakaways and big plays have come from running. Only short gains of about 5 or less yards, even mostly losses, you could argue, for the Woodmen. So they're going to have to, if they're going to pass, they're going to have to be very careful about who they're passing it to and what routes they're running. Woodman to be receiving the kick. Number 88, Kyle Trelling kicking for the Cougars. Receiving, Cole Raker, number 4, Tanner Allen, number 12. Here's the kick. Deep kick to number 12, Tanner Allen, running down the side of the field. Refusing to be taken down and runs it back to about the 30-yard line. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Woodman's offense. Woodmen are going to have to be very careful with this offensive drive. This could make or break the rest of the game, as this is 54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Huge snap. Confusion on the field, looking for who has the ball. Columbus North has the ball. Very high snap. Woodmen are going to have to shake that off and get their defense back out here and ready to go. Looks like they'll be taking it from inside the 5. Woodmen have got to be very wary of the mistakes they're making at this moment. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Woodman_network. Columbus North at the 5-yard line, and they're going to be running again. That triple option is what they're lining up in right now, under center. Number 3 immediately brought down by 3 Woodman linebackers. A loss of 1 yard. The Woodmen are very diligent about keeping them behind, outside of the red zone right now. Dylan Cloyd, lead tackle. Bringing up 2nd and goal for the Columbus North. They're going to have to be focusing on watching those linebackers now, because Greenwood is looking to condense all of their lineups right now, and they're even moving their D tackles in a little bit. In comes the pass. Overpassed. Good protection by the Woodmen. That is the end of the another oversnap. Pressure. Big loss. Taken down out of the red zone. Number 3, Rosano kept a cool head even though 4 Woodman linebackers came charging in on him. He's been playing really smart. Once again, just a freshman out here playing first-string quarterback for Columbus. But even that, you can just see the maturity in his level of playing. This brings up about 4th and 21 for the Columbus Cougars. Another thing we're seeing here tonight for the Woodmen is the snaps have been a little bit shaky on the Woodman side of the ball. They've either been high or at the knees, and they've sort of been in the middle. But something they're going to need to really focus on is really focusing on those snaps instead of just, throwing it back there. It looks like what they were doing, trying to get plays off as fast as they could in the end of that quarter. And that ended up costing them a couple yards. But good thing it amounted to nothing. Greenwood Woodmen have stopped them, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see who the flag is on. Yet to be decided. Still no word on the flag. Looks like it was a flag on the Cougars, and they're going to be drawn back even further. Looks like there was holding on Columbus North side of the ball, and they're going to be drawn back another 15 yards, putting them at about the 36-yard line. Good decision by Columbus North, bringing out their punt team. That's a risk they're not willing to take here in the last quarter of the game. Quarter 4 coming up. We have about 11 minutes, 5 seconds left in this quarter. Like I said, bringing out their punt team, hurrying up with time clock running. A little bit of a blocked kick. Number 84 hit by the ball in the knees, causing the ball to stop shorter than they might have intended it to. It looks like the Woodmen are going to be picking the ball up from about the 22-yard line. Bringing up 1st and 10 for the Woodmen. Whistle's on the play. Not seeing any flags. Timeout Bloomington North. Motion. Sack on number 4 for a loss. Loss of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Bringing up 2nd down for the Woodmen. 7 and 15, loss of 5. Greenwood again trying to run up the middle, but stopped by Columbus North. Bringing up 3rd down for the Woodmen and 15. We have player number 16 for Columbus North limping off the field. He is now fallen. Number 16's okay. He was just limping off the field. Looks like he rolled his ankle out there. The Greenwood in trips now, looking to pass the ball. Pass to the middle, number 4. Pass completed. Looks like it's bringing up 4th down for the Woodmen. 4th and less than a yard. Woodman very close to the first down there. Number 4 doing all he can to catch that ball. Definitely putting his safety on the line. Greenwood runs it up the middle. Looks like they got it. First down, Woodman. Again, number 4, Cole Raker, is, like I said, he's putting himself out there for that ball, trying to get Woodman as many yards as he possibly can before this game's over. We have about 9 minutes, 5 seconds left in the game, and the Woodmen are looking to continue this trips formation and get more passes in. Oliver Rao breaking out, getting about 8 yards on the play. Very impressive. Brings up second and 4, about 6 yards. Chain game with very much confusion. Chain game very much confused. Another pass. Dropped. Columbus North very quick to try to recover that ball, but lucky for us, it was across the line of scrimmage. Number 5, Isaiah Drew, now injured on the field. Number 5, Isaiah Drews, uninjured, but is going to be walking off the field. Pass again by the Woodmen. Caller tipped pass by Columbus North. A pass intended for number 12, Tanner Allen. Very good sportsmanship once again on Columbus North as he has fallen, picked him right back up. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game. Looks like it's 4th and 4 for the Woodmen. It looks like the Woodmen will be going for it in 4th and 4. This far behind in the game, at this point in time, what the Woodmen need to do. Looks like they're going into a timeout. Woodman coming back onto the field after a timeout. Still 8:20 left in the game, 4th and 4. Woodman still going for it. Looks like a pass. Looks like a completed pass, but it's not enough for the first down. This is going to be Columbus North's ball. Columbus celebrating as they know that drive was crucial to the rest of the the Greenwood Woodman's game. Defense coming up now, still trying to look for that answer to their triple option. Greenwood has done an excellent job of stopping the inside runs in this second half of the game, but something they haven't watched out for as much is definitely their passes and their runs to the outside. Not only does their triple option allow them to run up the field, but it also allows number 3 to run out to the outside. Quick substitution on the field and a little bit of confusion in the lineup. Lining up in their triple option. Motion. Handoff up the middle. Greenwood unable to stop it, and looks like 25 is running all the way in. He's got the touchdown. That brings up 30-8, Woodman down, about 22. At this point in the game, Woodman are starting to look a little tired, and I hope they can look more lively for what's left in this game. Woodman definitely known to be a fourth quarter team. This game, it looks like they're giving up a little bit, and that's a little bit sad to see. But now Kyle Trelling lining up for the PAT for Columbus North. And the kick is in after being hit on the crossbar. It is bounced in. Now 31-8, Woodman trailing. Not looking too good for the Woodmen, but the Woodmen are not going to give up, and they're going to continue their drive here in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes to go. These last 12 seconds have been electric as the Woodmen have had the ball and then turned it over to the Cougars, and the Cougars have just been able to run that triple option up the middle with number 25 and gotten that to the sideline for a touchdown. Greenwood lining up to receive the kick. Kyle Trelling, number 88, for the Cougars to kick off. A lot of excitement from the Cougars kickoff. Ball received, quick run up the middle. Looks like the ball is going to be placed at about the 28-yard line for the Woodmen, bringing up 1st and 10. Sorry, 1st and 10 on the 29 for the Woodmen. Definitely looking to get some more points on the field. Now they're going to have to start paying attention to what the defense has been bringing them to the table the rest of the game, and now they're going to have to watch what has been successful for them in the beginning of the game, and they're going to have to capitalize on that coming up in this fourth quarter. One of those things being Nick Wilham's run up the middle. It's like a big gain. Sorry, I apologize. Ethan Hessig, number 20 on the carry. Looks like a gain of about 5. Greenwood Woodman lining back up again. Oliver Rao once again under center. Brought down hard by the jersey. No gain, no loss on the field. Sorry, gain in inches for the Woodmen. Greenwood looking to keep up that run to the middle as it's been working for them. Ethan Hessig brought down hard by about 3 Cougars. So a gain of about 1, and it looks like it's about 4th and 4 for the Woodmen. Bringing out the punt team. Don't want to give those Cougars any more points this game. Greenwood's going to have to find an answer to this defense and keep any more points from getting on the scoreboard. Number 2, Lex Logan looking to kick. Another player to watch out, he's receiving number 9, Nathan Jenkins, the player that's gotten one of their offensive touchdowns. Definitely someone to watch out for running back this ball, but a deep punt. Because instantly brought down by number 4 of the Woodmen, Cole Raker. Brought down at about the 10-yard line. This is good. This is bad position on the field for the Columbus Cougars, but great for the Greenwood Woodmen. The Greenwood Woodmen are going to be looking to pick this up and keep them back here so they can get this ball back fast and try to get another touchdown before this clock runs out. We have about 6 minutes left in the game. Cougars 31, your Greenwood Woodmen 8. Cougars lining up. Gives it up the middle, but is stopped by Greenwood Woodmen. Brings up 2nd down. Looks like a gain of about 1 on the play. The Woodmen look like they're playing harder on this defensive drive, trying to keep the Cougars as far back as they can from that end zone. Definitely you can see more intensity off the line right now, trying to bull rush through, spending a little less time on their assignments and formations and trying to work on just getting back there and stopping the run game, which has definitely been devastating this game. Brought down by Woodman, ball's loose. Still piling off people. Fumble recovered by Greenwood. This is exactly what the Woodmen are trying to do. They're trying to get the ball back as close as they can, and they succeeded. The defense did their job very well, and now they have the ball back at about the 13, 14-yard line. Going to try to make it into that red zone so they can get as much time as they can to get another touchdown, rack up some more points before this game's over. Oliver Rao under center. Given to Ethan Hessig. Makes a good run to the right side of the field. Gain of about 9 on the play. A very powerful one by Ethan Hessig. He's looking to get more balls given to him here, as he has been second string here tonight. But he's definitely looking to get into this game. As we can see, his intensity is high, trying to reach for that first spot, and he's definitely been doing a great job of it. He's in for number 35, Nick Wilhelm. Now brings up third down for the Woodmen. Looks like he stayed about where he was, that 3rd and 1. Linebacker came through and picked him off. Woodmen looking to keep up that run to the middle, as they're only looking for about a yard to get this first down into the red zone here. Looking for another first down. The Woodmen are going to come out of the huddle. Oliver Rao once again under center, looking to give the ball to number 20, Ethan Hessig. Runs right up the middle. Gets a first down. The Woodmen are now in a prime position to be. They're about the 1-yard line, and they have first and goal, and have about 1 yard to go before they can get some more points up on the board. Once again under center. And the carry into the end zone. Touchdown, Woodman. Ball carrier number 20, Ethan Hessig. Greenwood definitely capitalizing off that fumble and that recovery. They're definitely looking to keep this up the rest of the game. What they need to do now is make sure this PAT is up and good. Like I said earlier in the live stream, that they've had some problems with their kicker, with their main kicker moving back to Virginia in the middle of the summer, and now they're looking to replace him, but it's not been easy. But luckily, it's the PAT is up and good. It is now 15-31, Woodman trailing. Woodman are going to be going to kick off now. Number 2, Lex Logan, is going to be kicking. Cougars lining up to receive with about 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. Once again, your Greenwood Woodman 15 and the Columbus North Cougars 31. Looks like the Woodmen have about 2 more timeouts, Columbus North only having 1. There's a lot of time left in the game to get some points back up on that board, and easily enough time for the Woodmen to turn this into a victory. Number 2, Lex Logan, looking to kick for the Woodmen. Short kick, caught by number 1. Looks like the Columbus Cougars are going to be down at about the 43-yard line, bringing up in 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Try a little more technical difficulties back here. Gain of about 6 for the Columbus Cougars. Bloomington North with the toss to number 9 on the outside. Easily makes where he wants to go. 1st down, Bloomington. Gain of 13 on that run by number 9 on the outside. Bloomington looking to pick up an extra few yards by running to the outside. Looks like what they've been doing now. 1st and 10 on about the 41-yard line. Woodman needing a stop here. Hands off the middle. Good gain by Bloomington North. 2-minute warning on the field. Substitutions for Bloomington North. Definitely looking to take out their starters for some of their backups here as the game's coming out to its close. Want to make sure they're healthy for the rest of the season. Definitely a good move. There's been quite a number of injuries on Bloomington North side. Definitely a few ankle injuries we've seen. But the ball is actually kept. Great read on the defensive side of the ball. Number 54 on the tackle. Dylan Wheatley, number 45 on the tackle. Or number 45 on the tackle, yes, sorry. Bloomington North looking to pick up some ground here. It looks like 3rd and 5 for Bloomington. Big run out the outside. Eventually pushed out of bounds. That's going to bring up a first down for Bloomington North. Big gain. Woodman looking for a final stop with about 27 seconds left in this game. Now the clock has been run down to about 12 seconds and running. Looks like they're just going to wait out the clock here. This has been Bloomington North versus your Greenwood Woodmen. Your first game of the year, your Greenwood Woodmen 15, Bloomington North 31. Now, as Coach was saying at the beginning of this game, that's something that we're going to have to deal with is facing a new team like this. This football game broadcast on Woodman Broadcasting Network's YouTube is broadcast under rights granted by the Indiana High School Athletic Association. It is intended solely for the entertainment of our viewing audience. Any reuse or download of accounts, descriptions, audio, video, or any other contents of this broadcast without the expressed or written consent of Greenwood Community High School's Woodman Broadcasting Network is strictly prohibited. This broadcast is a copyrighted production of Greenwood Community High School's Woodman Broadcasting Network. This is Woodman Broadcasting Network's post-game show, and it could be sponsored by you. Let's begin with the second half scoring summary that could also be presented by you. Now, what it's been in the second half is we saw Bloomington definitely racking up their scores, getting more turnovers, and another turnover for the Woodmen, ending in another Woodman touchdown. Now, we did get the PAT at the end of the game, ending 15-31, losing the game still. We definitely played harder in that second half, and they definitely picked it up at the end of the game. Also, I apologize. Most of the game I have been calling the team Columbus North. It is Bloomington North. I repeat, it is Bloomington North. Sorry for any confusion of our fans out there. And now just some of the key points of the game that happened. Definitely number 3, Reese on the Bloomington North side of the ball. Definitely was an unexpected weapon in that game. Once again, being just a freshman, how impressive his performance was tonight. Definitely going to be seeing a lot of things in his high school years to come. Also for the Woodmen, the rest of the season looks like we're going to be trying to pick up definitely on turnovers, as 2 of our touchdowns were given over to turnovers. We're going to need to watch that the rest of the season. But we are still looking at a great game the Woodmen played here in this fourth quarter. There was some shakiness in the third quarter. It looked like a lack of effort, lack of excitement, but the Woodmen definitely picked that up then in the end of the fourth quarter. Welcome back to the Woodman Broadcasting Network's post-game show. Let's go through the final statistics. Now, something that happened tonight, there was definitely a lot of failed passing on the Greenwood side of the ball. About 2 or 3 good passes caught that entire game. Bloomington North has shut down quite a few attempts at a good pass game, and they have definitely been very successful at it. Greenwood is going to have to look at getting their wide receivers more open, as well as getting their line to block better. There was many defensive breakthroughs on that line, and the plays causing things to be messed up there in the backfield, and there's a little confusion. Another thing the Woodmen are going to need to focus on is accuracy and snapping. Oliver Rao was all over the place looking for the ball most of the time there. But there was just a really good game played by the Woodmen, and very minor things they need to pick up on. That concludes the Woodman Broadcasting Network's post-game show. Thank you so much for joining us. It has certainly been our pleasure to be a part of your Friday night football game. As we close, we need to thank a number of people for making tonight's game possible. Our broadcasting director, Parker Irwin. The broadcast assistant director, Alana Magnus. Our studio producers, Emma Pollard and Greg Toner. The production support, Olivia Franklin, Ella Sigler, and Will Harold. Our sponsorship coordinator, Alana Magnus. WNBN's general manager, Brad Clark. The athletic director, Rob Irwin. Our principal, Todd Garrison. The superintendent, Dr. Kent DeKonig. Once again, the final score is 31-15 Woodman. And special guest star, Little Hawkersmith. The Woodmen look to continue their game next week, and we will be happy to be seeing you next Friday night. I apologize. And this is WBN signing off. Christian.